There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb, and today we're going to be taking a look at Keypad Maze. This module itself takes a little while to do, it definitely is one of the longer interactives, but what we must do is we must figure out a 4-digit code to enter based off of a maze that we're in, and we have a couple possible mazes here that we can take a look at. So what we need to do is we need to figure out what each of these little buttons A, B, C, and D represent so we can move around the maze. So in this case, we're going to take a look at the buttons color for each of them, with red corresponding to up, green corresponding to right, blue corresponding to down, and yellow corresponding to left. So in this case, red, being this first button right here, is up, green being right, blue being down, ironically enough, and yellow being left. Sometimes those buttons can be shifted a little bit, but for right now, we happen to get lucky with all of them being in order. So what we're going to do is, once we have obtained these guys, we could freely move around in the maze. The square display shows a random number and adjacent walls. So in this case, that's what we're going to be looking for, is looking for these adjacent walls, which is the white borders on each side of the module in this case. So we can't move up or right in this case. Those are our walls. If you try and cross a wall, you will get a strike. Based on adjacent walls, we need to figure out in which maze you are in and what is your current position. And what we must do is we're going to be looking for 4 yellow cells in the maze, and we're going to take their values, the value present on the display, and based off of these numbers present in each possible maze, these correspond to the position. So in this case, this would be position 4, this would be position 3, and that's what we're going to be looking for, is the positions of this code that we must enter in this case. And we're going to find that 4-digit code to submit the module. Now, looking at this example over here, this is what it looks like. This is exactly what we're looking for, but obviously we don't know which maze that we're in, but so we actually don't know what position this number, this 7, is going to be in. So, but for this one, we do know there is going to be 7 in some way, shape, or form present in the code. We just don't know what position it will be in. But let's take a look at this example first. So normally what I want to do is, the best way that you can do it is you want to find sort of like a little corner, 3x3 corner in this case. Now, the thing that makes this module extremely tricky is the fact that every maze is wraparound. So in this case, all of these borders across the outside can simply be looped over to. So this one, for example, can go over to this 2 down here, and vice versa. This 2 can go over to this other 2 over here, and vice versa, so long as there is no wall preventing it from being there, but in this case, there obviously won't be. So let's take a look from where we're at, and let's start moving around and see if we can figure out where we're at in this case. So I'm going to note down that we first were at, we had walls in the upright position. Then I'm going to move, let's move to the left first. So I'm going to note down the movements that I make and the walls. So let's do move and walls. So we're going to move left, and then we're going to figure out what the next move is in this case. So let's move left, and we have walls in the up and down position. So let's continue moving left in this case. Then we have it just being down. So next up, let's move left again, perhaps. We have walls in the up left position. Let's move down. Then we have left down. In this case, we went left one more time and then down in this case. Let's move right. Right will give us... Oh, it will give us a position. So in this case, this is exactly what we want to look for in this case. So let's try and find a position where we can simply get to up, right, down from these movements, or reverse these movements essentially. So in this case, we need to find a wall, and it's not going to be rotated by any means. That's the nice thing about this thing, because there is a lot that we have to go through, and it can be tricky to find the position that you're at. So already, one of the things that we can note down is it actually can't be in any of these corners because of the fact that the corners would have at least 1 free available spot, or 2 in this case. So in this case, this 3, the only walls that would be present down here in this bottom right corner would simply be up because of the fact that it is loop around. So in this case, we know that we can't use the border if we're looking for one of these guys with 3 walls surrounding it. So let's take a look. Let's see if we can find anything here. Perhaps it could be this. So let's say we started from here. So we went, already that is false. We simply went 3 times left in this case. So we went left, 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 which in this case would loop around. So in this case, that does not work. So let's take a look again. So perhaps we went, it's not that, we have to go right into it. And it's not even the right direction. So, oh, perhaps we started here. So we went left, 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 and then left one more time, perhaps. Let me make sure. I might have counted my lefts wrong, so let's maybe go back out. So let's go left, then we'll go up, then we'll go, let's go, so we're right here. Let's say if we're right here currently. Let's go right, perhaps right, right. And already that is false because of the fact that we didn't have, if we go back here, so if we go back to the left position, if we would move one right from here, we should have walls in the up and down. However, in this case, we do not. So in this case, this is not the maze that we're currently looking at right now. So I don't see any more ways that we could get to that position. We would have to move down and then right. So in this case, that doesn't work. So let's actually head back down to the corner that we were at. So in this case, it would be left to the corner, then down and then right. In this case, these guys actually can't work either because of the fact that they're in the bottom part of the maze. So let's take a look. We simply went down and right to the position here, so in this case that doesn't work. It was directly down and right. In this case, if we went down and right from here, we would obviously run into a wall. In this case, there was no two rights in our sequence. Let's take a look. And this is exactly what I mean by this module is very tricky because it's also very long too, so it's going to be a long interactive. We would have to move a couple lefts from before, so in this case we'd have to move right, but obviously we can't do that. Let's take a look around. We didn't move up, so in this case we can cross that one out. It could be this, but also at the same time, if I recall correctly, if we went left up and then right, right would only have one wall at the bottom in this case. So in this case, that is not true. So that actually does give me an idea that it might be on an edge piece. So it might be in this position, but not, like close to the edge. So in this case, let's maybe look for that, and that might help us. Let's keep looking around. I'm going to pause it when I find the maze again, so I'll come back to that eventually. So, I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So I've found the maze that we're in. It was a bit tricky to find, and but this is the hard part of the module is just actually finding where you're at. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. But so the way that I can prove that this is the direction that we're at is we started from here in this 4 right here, and we went left, left, left in this case. And all of the walls are the same, so we started in the upright position, then we had up, down, this 4 right here, then we had just down right here, then we had up, left, then we had left, down, when we move down, and then we have currently up, right, down. So in this case, what this means is this is exactly where we're at right now, and this is the maze that we're going to be looking at. So what this 6 means now is now that we know that the 6 corresponds to the second position in this case. So in the 6, so we're going to put the 6 in the second position for our key. So let's take a look here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to now just navigate around the maze, and we need to find our 4 yellow cells. So this is probably the part that's probably the most annoying in my opinion, is the fact that you have the 4 yellow cells, and they're randomly placed around the maze. There is no consistent pattern that I've been able to figure out with these symbols, or like how they're placed around. But if there is, please feel free to let me know in the comments. If you guys happen to figure it out and play it around with it a little bit longer, of course, by all means, let me know. But this part is probably the most annoying because there is a lot of interacting to do with it. So in this case, what I normally do with this module is I tend to interact with everything. I try not to loop around as much to the other side unless I absolutely have to. In this case, what I prefer to do is I prefer to just cover my tracks behind me, and I'm going to continue on. I'm going to go back to that 4 that we started at, cover all of this stuff down here, and then loop out from here, cover this stuff, and then continue onward up here. So let's go back to that 4 in this case. So we're currently right here now. So let's go left, then up, then right, 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 then down, then left, then down, down. Oh, and in this case, we found a second digit. So in this case, let's go back up one more time. So in this case, this 0 corresponds to the first position that we're currently at right now. And in this case, this is going to be part of our second digit in this case, which is, this is going to be part of our first digit, which is 06. So already so far we have 06. And what we need to do is we need to find the third and the fourth position numbers in this case. So that's kind of cool. We already have a second one already. So let's continue on. So in this case, let's go down again. So, and then let's go left first this time around. So let's go left, up, left, then down. And in this case, this is just what I mean by you can loop around. So in this case, this 3 can simply loop around to the 1, and that's why there's no wall currently at the bottom position, as there normally would be marked on the outer edges of the grid. But in this case, since it's all loop around, you can simply loop around to this 1 up top. But in this case, I'm not going to do that, just to make sure that I know where I've been and where I am. So let's continue on. So let's move back up, right, down, right, right. Then let's move up, then right, and then down. Okay, so now we've covered this entire little area. We've gotten 2 digits that were very close to each other, so that's very nice. And let's move back now to where we were before. So let's go to this 2, for example. So let's go back up. Let's go left. Let's go down. Okay, so then let's go left. Currently right here. Then let's go up, up. And remember, I'm using these buttons to navigate through the maze. I'm not doing this randomly. In this case, let's go up, up, right, up, then left, left. Then let's go up, then left, then up, then left. Oh, and just like that, we found another one already. So in this case, we landed in this little corner right up here. So in this case, this 2 corresponds to the 4th position. And in this case, that's what we're going to put into our code. So 2 in the 4th position. Now, all we need to figure out is the 3rd position. So let's take a look here. All right, so we have, let's continue going downward. So that's actually really nice. This is probably one of the nicer mazes that I've ever seen. However, this is we only need one more, and that can be really tricky to find. So let's do that. So in this case, let's go down, down, down. Then let's go left. Let's go up, up. Then left. And then let's cover this little area down here. And in this case, we already know that we're looking for only the 3rd position. So all we need to do is we need to find and take a look at these 3 symbols. We actually don't even need to go to the right side. So in this case, let's go down. Then let's go left. Left. And then down. Then right. Right. Then down, down. Then left, left. Yep, left. And then up. And then right. All right, nothing there. So let's go back up to this one right here. In this case, let's go left, then down, then right, right, then up, up, then left, left, then up, then right, right, and back to up. Okay, we're back at that 1 right now. And let's continue our way along this little path here. Unmark this guy. So in this case, let's go left, then up. Oh, and just like that, perfect. We have found our last number, which in this case corresponds to 9. 9 is going to go in the 3rd position, and this is our code that we're going to submit. That was probably one of the luckiest keypad mazes I've ever had in this case. So in this case, let's submit 0692, enter that code in, and just like that, the module says yeah, and the module's solved. So now let's take a look at one final example. This module itself is pretty straightforward, but it is super duper long if you get really unlucky with it. So let's remind ourselves here. So we're figuring out a 4-digit code. We don't know what any of the positions are. However, we know that there is going to be a 7 guaranteed. Let's not close that. So in this case, I'm going to leave 7 off to the side right here. And let's remark our buttons in this case. So in this case, green corresponds to right, red corresponds to up, blue corresponds to down, and yellow corresponds to left. And in this case, these are the buttons that we're going to be using to navigate the maze. So now, let's figure out exactly where we're at. And this corner space actually really doesn't give us much to work with here. So move, let's figure out what we want to move, and then our walls in this case. We're starting with down right. So now, Let's take a look. So let's maybe start off by moving left, perhaps. Left. Left takes us to just up in this case. Then let's move left again. Second left will take us to a bottom left position, so down left. That will be our walls. Then let's move up, perhaps. Up will be our third movement. So our wall is now just right. This one's going to be a bit tricky to navigate here. So up, one more time. Up takes us to left, right. Then up again, perhaps. Up takes us to just up in this case. This was our third up. Let me make sure. Down, down, down. Yep, those 3 times up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's try moving left first, I guess. Perhaps if we can get to a dead end, that would be nice. So right, right, back to that, back to the up we were at. In this case, let's try and figure out what we can do here. Let's move left. In this case, left takes us to an up position again. Then left takes us to up down. Then left again takes us to left up in this case. That was what, 3 lefts? Let me make sure. So right, right, right. And in this case, I want to make sure we would go down, down, down again. That should work. No, oh wait. We only did 2 lefts. We only did 2 lefts. So in this case, let's go back up. We did left. And let me make sure that this is down, down, down. Yep, that's good. Up, up. So in this case, let's go left, left. Yep. So in this case, we don't actually need to mark that up. We just simply need to mark up, down, and then. So, but now let's go down in this case. Down takes us to just a down in this case. Let's try going left. Oh boy. I would love to find a 3x3 piece by itself sometime soon. That would be nice. In this case, let's go back to that down position that we were at before. Let's try going right, perhaps. Oh, and here we go. Perfect. That's what we need. So in this case, we have a right position. So in this case, we now are at an up, right, down position. So after a lot of moving around, let's try and see if we can figure out another right position that we were at before. So in this case, before the movements, our movements before, we have to move from this position. We have to move left, then up, then right, right, then down, 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 then right, right, in some sort of capacity to get back to our starting position, being down right. So let's take a look here. So in this case, so already one of the key indicators is going to be the fact that this corner piece we had to get, we had to move from a left position. In this case, we have to have one position that's left. So it could be something like this. We went left and then up from that position, which in this case was down and right. However, in this case, we need to move right, right after that to get to our starting position that we started at. Because that starting position is going to be important because that 7 corresponds to a specific position that we need to get to. So let's take a look here. Perhaps it could be here, perhaps. Left and then up. Nope. In this case, we came from a down and then a right, which in this case, down and then right would not be permissible in this position. Because there would be a wall in between that, so in this case, that doesn't work. Let's take a look around. Perhaps I missed anything. Oh, perhaps we started from here in this case. So let's take a look here. So in this case, if we reverse our steps, we need to go left, up, then right, right, then down, down, down. That in this case does not work. So we're looking for sort of like a loop around in this case. And in this case, that does not work because if we were to go down, that obviously would give us a wall. So in this case, it is not this position. It is not the position that we had before. Let's take a look around here. Left, up, nope. And what I'm simply writing these directions down for is simply reverse these moves that we made to get back to the starting position to see if they work. In this case, it's an edge piece, so that means that there's already going to be a bottom position that's going to have no wall. So in this case, that is not true. Same thing for this one. Taking a look around. Nope, I don't think it's in this maze. So look. Once again, I'm going to pause it until I find it. Unless, wait, have I found it right here? So left, up. Oh, I believe I just did. So in this case, left, up, right, right, then down, 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 then right, right, looping around back to the down right position. So in this case, we have found what we're looking at here. In this case, all of these directions we can correspond to are true. So in this case, this is the maze that we're looking at here. And just to make sure, if we go from our position, in this case, if we start from here, from this 4, I'm going to note down that 1 because that, I believe, is where we started. And that 7 is going to be in the same position. So in this case, if we go left, left, we should be able to go left, left. And in this case, it corresponds to a left down arrow. Then we should be able to go up, up. And that should leave only the left arrow by itself. So up, up in this case. Yep. And just like that, we are in the correct maze right now. So I'm going to clear this little area by itself right here, just to make sure that we don't miss any values. So let's go right, right, right. Nope, nothing here. So in this case, let's go back to left, left, left. And I'm also just going to clean up this little bit too, because like I don't really want to go all the way up there. Actually, I'll be around there soon. So let's go back right, 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 or left, left, left rather. Back to this little 4 right down here. Let's move down, and simply let's retrace our steps in this case. Back to this 1 in this case. So let's go right. So we're currently let's go right up, then right, right, then down, down, down. Oh, sorry about that. I accidentally was pressing left for some reason. So where am I right now? So let's press right, and just like that, if you happen to run into a wall, it'll give you a strike in this case. So let's go right, right, right in this case. Yep, and then we should be able to just go down, down in this case. Yeah, so we're down at this 4 right here. So in this case, let's cross off anything that we happen to go by. Let's go up, up. Then let's go left once. Then down, down, down. So in this case, we're at this 3 right now. So let's go right, right. Back to that 7, which in this case corresponds to the first position. So we can indeed confirm that the 7 will be the first in the first position in our code. So let's continue on. Now we got to look around the maze. This is the fun part. Not. Let's go up, up. In this case, let's go from this position up, up. And remember where we've been. We've got this little top right bit here. So let's go up, up. Then let's go right. Then let's go down. Let's go right, right. Let's clear up this little quadrant right here. Actually, let's go down, because what this does is that this little bit is actually a dead end. So let's go down here. Let's go down in this case. 3. Then we go left, left, 2. Or let's go left, down. Oh, and just like that. This little 2 right here represents a 9. So this means that the 9 is going to be going in the second position. Nice. And in this case, we don't have to go right because of the fact that we've already gotten the second position. So let's go up in this case. Let's go up and let's get this little section down here. Let's go up in this case to the 4. Then let's go left, then down, then left, and then down, down. Or in this case, just 1 down. So let's go right. Then let's go down. Let's go left. Then let's go up to get rid of this little 3 up here. Nope, nothing yet. So in this case, let's go down, down. Let's go right, right. And nothing here. So in this case, we're at this 1. And now, simply what I'm going to do is instead of going all the way back, let's simply actually loop up back to this top here. And let's actually get these guys here. So that's the benefit of looping around sometimes. If you've already covered an area at the bottom section of it, you can simply just loop back around to the top. So in this case, let's go down. And we're currently going to be right here now. So let's take a look. Let's cover this little bit right here. Let's do right, then down, and right, and up. All right, nothing yet. So in this case, let's go back. So let's go down, then left, then up, then left, left, left. In this case, we're at the top left corner right now. So let's go down, then right, right, then down, then right, right. And now let's cover the rest of this module. So in this case, we're at this current position right now, and now we have the rest of this little bit to cover. Find our last 2 digits hopefully soon. So in this case, let's go down, 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 down. Or in this case, let's go 4 downs. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're currently right here. So let's go left, left. Let's go down, down. So the 4 in this case. And then let's go right and then up. no 3 position yet, so in this case we're right here, so let's go down, down. Alright, we're currently right here. Let's go right, then up, up. And let's go right in this case. Okay, and just like that, we found our 4th position. In this case, that corresponds to the 5. So the 5 is going to be in the 4th position. So now all we're looking for is number 3. So in this case, let's keep going up. Oh, and perfect. And just like that, for our third digit is going to be a 5 in this case. Note that there can be duplicate numbers in this case, obviously, as we have here. So in this case, our final code is going to be 7955. Thankfully, that saved me a lot of work of having to do this little bottom right section. So in this case, let's input 7955. And just like that is the solve module. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.